So I've prepared and given you a model that I use to understand the value chain of any agricultural commodity. It's robust, it's simple, and you can use this to understand how money is made and where the money flows with an agricultural commodity. With it, you shouldn't miss out any of the vital parts. Now, it's an integrated model that's made up of 4 parts, but actually only 3 of them are key. So the key areas are primary activities, the second part is the food processing, and the third part is the distribution. I'm going to kick off on primary activities. So primary agriculture activities are focused on cultivating crops and rearing livestock. So in addition to generic inputs like fertilizer, seed, pesticides, this part of the value chain also requires the deployment of machinery and equipment, and also credit facilities from banks and other financing institutions. Primary agriculture produces the feedstock for the other areas further down the agriculture value chain. The food processing section of the value chain is broadly made up of 2 parts. Firstly, there's the conversion of the agricultural produce into a form that's fit for human consumption. And secondly, there's the packaging of consumable content in a customer-friendly format. So branding becomes very important at this stage because consumers develop loyalties to trusted brands of agricultural produce based on value for money and consistency of the product considerations. A frequently overlooked part of the food processing section is the importance of storage, particularly for bulk commodities like wheat and maize. Storage companies in this section ensure what we call security of supply of the underlying commodity. So throughout the year and regardless of the season, there is availability of that commodity. These companies are vital parts of the value chain. The third key part of the agriculture and food value chain relates to distribution. So in this area, companies organize themselves to distribute the agricultural produce that is now being packaged, and they distribute it through wholesalers and retailers until it reaches the final consumer. Now, the distribution part frequently involves comprehensive logistics arrangements to move produce to the actual markets where it's going to be consumed. Where the produce is perishable, frequently they need to use appropriate forms of preservations, such as refrigeration. And ultimately, the food produced on the farm ends up in the hands of the consumer, which completes the whole value chain.